In the previous lecture, we have seen the floral holes which are arranged in the spirally on the thalamus. Thalamus is the seat of the floral holes. On the thalamus, 4 floral holes spirally arranged. First spirally arranged outermost layers, which is the accessory holes. It is a green in color, protects the flower in a bud conditions. Then second hole, the accessory hole again, that is the corolla is situated. Calyx and corolla both are the accessory holes. They do not take directly part in the reproduction. Corolla, fiery in color, attracts the insects for pollination. In the third hole, that is it is an essential holes. And this essential hole is known as the androecium. Androecium is the male reproductive organ in the third hole spirally arranged. It is an essential hole, direct part in the reproduction. It consists the stamens. Stamen bears the pollen grain. Pollen grain germination gives rise to male gamete. Innermost layer, the floral parts which are situated, that is the ovary. It is known as the gynoecium. Gynoecium is the innermost fourth essential hole of the flower. It consists the pistil or carpel. After fertilization, it gives rise to ovary converts into the pericarp of the fruit, and the ovules converted into seeds. Then we are going to see the structure of carpel. Structure of carpel. It is also known as the pistil. The carpel consists the basal portion, that is known as the thalamus. On the thalamus, the gynoecium is situated. This carpel consists of stigma, style, ovary. Stigma is situated terminal to this gynoecium, and the stigma is knob shaped or capital. In some flowers it is biforked, triforked or pentaforked. At maturity, stigma provides the moisture and it stimulates the sugary substances. These sugary substances forms the mucilage mound towards the tip of the stigma. Stigma becomes sticky. It receives the pollen grains after the pollination, and here pollen germination takes place and germ tubes comes out. The second portion, that is the style. Style connects, ovary connects to the stigma by means of the slender stalk-like structure is known as the style. the main function of the style to raise the stigma for pollination. The lowermost solan portion of the gynoecium is known as the ovary. Ovary consists the ovules. This ovary consists the placenta, and in this placenta, the ovules are present. After fertilization, the ovary converts into seeds. Ovary wall converts into the pericarp of the fruit. Means after fertilization, the ovary gives rise to fruit with the seeds. The ovary is made of the carpels. The carpels are 1 to many in number. Depending upon the carpels, it is characterized into the two main groups. One is a simple and another is a compound. The carpel, there is the ovary here. It is the made up of from the ovary one carpel. Only one carpel. Means here if the transverse section is taken, the transverse section shows the unilocude. Means these unilocude structures, this ovary wall, together forming a single carpel ovary. It is known as a monocarpellary. Mono means one. Carpellary means a carpel. The ovary is made up of from the one carpel. The example of the monocarpellary are the beans, fish. Such a type of the carpel, they are known as the simple one. Here, compound carpels. The ovary consists more than one carpel. Here, the two carpels. It is number 1, number 2. This ovary consists the wall, such one that is again here. From this one, forming the one carpel, and another this carpel margins, forming two carpels. If the section is taken, then this transverse section, it gives rise to two locules. Two locules. These are known as the bicarpellary. Means two carpels. 1, 2. The margin of the one carpel fused together of such type. 1. Margin of the second carpel forming the 2, and from which the single ovary is produced, known as the bicarpellary. Bicarpellary, the ovaries are present in, that is the example, the Datura. Then again, ovary is made up of from the tricarpellary. Means here, this ovary wall, one ovary wall of the one forming single carpel. That is the second one ovary wall forming the second carpel, and back side third one forming the three carpels. Together, wall of the three fuses together, forming a tricarpel. If the tails of this ovary is taken, it consists the circular structure, and it consists the three parts. Ovary consists of the three carpels. Here 1, 2, and 3. Means part 1 carpel, that is this margin is unite this margin to unite to form single carpel. The third one, this margin and this margin unite to form this one, and margin of the two carpels forming the tricarpellary. This one known as a tricarpellary ovary. Last one, that is a pentacarpellary. In this pentacarpellary, there are 5 carpels unite to form a single ovary. If the transverse section is taken, this transverse section shows 5 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One margin, this one unite to form single carpel. Fifth one, margins their carpel forming single carpel. 2 margins their carpel. Such type of the from 5 carpels unite to form the single ovary is known as a pentacarpellary. Pentacarpellary example is a citrus one. Here, the compound carpels, they are known as a syncarpous. Syn means united, fused. Carpels and carpels. Here, one carpel, their margin fuse to forming a single ovary. Second carpel forms to second ovary. Together, 2 carpels are formed. That is known as a syncarpous. But for bicarpellary, tricarpellary, pentacarpellary, these are the syncarpous ovaries. Here, monocarpellary, again it is the apocarpous. Apo means free. Carpels means carpels. Carpus means carpels. Free carpels. Here, this one carpel, this one another carpel, and this one another carpel. Here, 3 carpels forming ovaries, and they are free from each other. Such carpels, they are known as apocarpus. Example is Annona. Here we have seen the structure of the gynoecium, its placentation types.